You need a TD. 1 second on the clock. Jaden Daniels throws a bomb. Hail Mary. Tip to Noah Brown for the Washington touchdown to win the game. What a performance by Jaden Daniels. What a performance by Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin. Truly, truly spectacular what these guys do week in and week out. You heard the talk throughout the week. Will Jaden Daniels play? He's hurt. You know, he has the injury with his ribs, his bruised ribs. We heard that all week. And from the looks of it, it didn't faze Jaden one bit. Not at all. It didn't faze Jaden at all. Jaden came out there. He handled business. He looked like his regular self. He didn't look restrained at all. He looked spectacular. He looked amazing out there. 300 plus yards passing, 1 touchdown, that big touchdown to Noah Brown, 30 plus rushing yards also. Truly a spectacular performance by Jaden Daniels. Can we finally admit, can we get it out the way? He's the offensive rookie of the year. He's the best quarterback in this draft class so far. Get it out the way. It shouldn't even be a debate anymore. Just stop it. Just stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because Jaden Daniels, what he just did was a performance I've never seen here. He practiced 1 time this entire week because of his injury. There was talk he wasn't going to play. We thought it was going to be Mariota. And he comes in front of the home crowd, in front of that elite Bears defense, and he took care of business. He carved them up all game. He rushed all over them, and he took care of business. And I got to give props to the defense too. Shout out Jerzon Newton. Shout out Frankie Louvu. They had Caleb shook for a large part of the game, but when it mattered most, the defense, they let the offense down. They let the offense down when it mattered most. That PI by St. Juste almost cost us the game. That was bad on him, terrible. Yeah, we won off of a miracle play, but dude, you got to stop with the PIs. He's got to be the #1 most penalized defensive back in the NFL. Constantly getting burnt, constantly getting cooked left and right. I don't know what it's going to take for St. Juste to get his stuff together, but he has to stop. He has to stop. Like, I mean, I don't know what to do, to be honest. I mean, the trade deadline is coming up, so sooner rather than later, we could see another DB in here. That would be really great because our DB room is terrible. And that's the whole thing I'm trying to get at with Caleb Williams, though. Less than 150 passing yards against one of the worst secondaries in the NFL is truly, truly disappointing. No touchdowns, you know, not a whole lot of rushing yards, but he did get some good runs. But it's like, certainly wasn't a #1 pick performance against one of the lower tier secondaries in the NFL. When you have an elite wide receiver core and elite running back, certainly Caleb Williams didn't do what he was supposed to be doing in this game, I would say. And throughout the season, he struggled a little bit. And yes, he's a rookie, you know, he still has his learning curve, but Jaden Daniels is in here and he's putting in work. He's putting in work against elite defenses with top tier veterans. As a rookie, he's looking like a veteran quarterback. That's what he's looking like. Jaden Daniels is looking like an elite level quarterback in year 1 so far, and I think he's going to keep it up. You got to take into consideration how well he played today, despite the obstacles in his way, despite having a rib injury that limited his preparation for this game, despite the fact that his wide receiver core doesn't have Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze, despite the fact that his defense isn't ranked top 10 and his defense doesn't have a premier DB in it, a top 3 DB holding down the secondary. He doesn't have all that. Jaden Daniels elevates the players around him. He makes the players that on other teams would probably be lackluster or dang near terrible, he elevates those players and raises their talent. And when it comes to legends in any sport, whether it be football, whether it be basketball, whether it be soccer, whether it be any team sport, we have to work with others. The great players always elevate the guys around them. The great players always elevate those around them. That's what Jaden Daniels does, and that's why he's going to be a superstar in this league. Mark my words on that. Just amazing performance in this game. I was so hype on that Hail Mary, guys. I was so hype. I was speechless. I was speechless. All I could do was just raise my hands in victory. I was raising my hands in victory. I was at work, and me and my guys at work, you know, we was all perplexed by that play. We were all in shock. We were all shooken up in excitement for what had just transpired. And shout out Noah Brown for being aware. Shout out Noah Brown for being in the right place at the right time. And shout out Jaden Daniels for just getting it down there. Threw it behind I think he was behind the 40. I think he was right at the 39 when he released it, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a 60-yard deep ball. And he's throwing that with partially damaged ribs, bruised ribs, gets it to where it needs to be, gets tipped, and Noah Brown gets the game-sealing touchdown. I'm so hyped for this team. We are 6-2 for the first time since 2008. This team is different. I don't want to even compare it. Let's not compare it to 2012. Let's not compare it to any other year. 2015, 2016 season when we made the playoffs. Let's not do any of that. This team is unique. This team is different. We've never seen a team like this. And I just want to advise all Washington fans, let's enjoy this moment. Oh, pipe down. It's just the Bears. Pipe down this, pipe down that. Y'all been hating on us all season. It's like y'all hate to see Washington fans be happy. You'd rather us be miserable like we were last season. Well, guess what? It's not happening. We won 4 games last season, and we're on to our 6th win already. We're on to our 6th win through 8 weeks. We're balling out. You cannot tell Washington fans to pipe down right now. You just can't. We're up, and we're making moves, and we're going to continue to get better as a football team. We got the Giants coming up next week. Giants fans, you know what it is. Just like I told the Bears fans, belt is coming. But for sure, when it comes to game balls, I'm going to go game ball, Austin Cyber. Special teams game ball to Austin Cyber for sure. Offensive game ball, I'm going to go to Jaden Daniels. Because obviously, you know, what he battled through this week, you have to give it to JD5 on the offensive end. On the defensive end, it has to go to Jerzon Newton. If I'm not mistaken, he had 1 sack. And that fumble recovery on the goal line stand was beautiful. I love that. Jerzon Newton stepping up in a big way. Shout out for Darren Mathis also, but I'm not going to give him a game ball. Got to go to Jerzon Newton for the defensive end. But Jerzon Newton stepped up big. With the absence of Jonathan Allen, folks that said our D-line was going to be weak. Man, I told him straight up, I'm like, it's going to be fine. It's not going to change much because Jerzon Newton has given us something that, quite frankly, we didn't see this out of Deron Payne and John Allen early in the season. I mean, Deron Payne's finally getting it together, but we didn't see this out of John Allen early in the season. So Jerzon Newton's giving us something that's refreshing. That's rare because we haven't been seeing this. So respect to Jerzon Newton. He's a dog. Respect to JD5. Terry McLaurin went off. I don't know why Stevenson was yapping all game. On the last play, he was celebrating, chirping with fans in the middle of a play. So they got what they deserved. Jalen Johnson was talking crap before the game.
Would you prefer to face the more dynamic quarterback in Daniels, as you said?
I mean, honestly, I don't give a damn who's out there. I'm looking forward to whooping their ass either way. So, I mean, it doesn't really change too much for me.
Hey, Jalen Johnson got humbled. He got humbled. Let's just say that. So I hope he can learn to be humble next time. There's something wrong with these professional athletes constantly being cocky time and time again. Take some humble pie and learn a lesson. That's what he needs to do. So going forward, hopefully he just keeps his mouth shut. That would be best for him. Because Terry was cooking their whole secondary. Zach Ertz too. Barbecue chicken all day for Zach Ertz and Terry McLaurin. The rest of the wide receivers needed to get it together. They need to focus on catching because there was too many drops for sure. But overall, this game was crazy. It was crazy. It was back and forth all game. Shout out Jaden Daniels and shout out Caleb too. You know, Caleb from the DMV. I know he bought his family. I think they said he bought 100 tickets for family and friends to pull up to the game. Over 100 tickets. Hey, respect to him for doing that. But I know it must hurt the way they lost. I mean, in front of your family and friends like that, losing like that is definitely devastating. And I hope he doesn't hang his hat down too much. You know, the Bears they'll be winning some more games soon, and you know, Caleb's going to be able to display his talent for sure. So he'll be right back into the mix, no doubt. Not even worry about that. But it's quite clear that Jaden Daniels is the best rookie quarterback in this class. I hope you guys can finally admit that. I hope you guys can finally understand that. It's no longer a debate. Not hearing it. But before you leave this video, please be sure to comment in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this victory? Big time play. I'm so excited. Like, what are your thoughts on this victory? What an ending it was. Share it in the comment section. I'm your host, Tyrus Filson. This is the 4th and Goal Sports Show. Have a blessed week. Have a productive day. Peace.
Comes down to one last play. And it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you get stepped into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh my goodness! This town is going crazy! It's a madhouse in Landover, Maryland! He did it!
I'm cold as a lion with no hair. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear! Cause that bitch gon' need it.